Have you ever said yes to something, only to realize later that you no longer had time for something more important? Maybe you said yes to another meeting, another favor, another invitation, another project. At the time, it seemed harmless. But every yes takes something from you.
Sometimes it takes your time.
Sometimes your energy. Sometimes it takes the chance to say yes to something else. This is the hidden cost of every choice we make. We often think about what we gain when we choose something. We rarely stop to ask what we are giving up. In this Level B2 shadowing practice, we will explore 3 hidden costs behind our everyday choices and why learning to say no can sometimes be a way of protecting what matters most. Listen to my voice and speak just behind me. Follow the rhythm, pronunciation, and emotion. If you miss a word, keep going. Let's begin. Imagine that a friend asks you to meet for dinner on Friday night. You say yes. It sounds like a small decision. You probably do not think much about it. But Friday night is no longer completely yours. You cannot use those hours for something else. You cannot suddenly decide to stay home and finish an important project. You cannot spend the evening with someone else. You have already given those hours a direction. This is the part of choice we often forget. When we choose one thing, we automatically lose the opportunity to choose something else. That does not mean the choice is wrong. The dinner may be worth it. The meeting may be important. Helping your friend may be exactly what you want to do. The point is simply that every choice has a cost, even when we cannot see it immediately. Economists call this an opportunity cost. But you do not need to study economics to experience it. You experience it every day. You spend an hour scrolling through your phone, and that is an hour you cannot spend reading. You accept extra work, and those hours cannot be spent resting. You stay in a relationship that no longer feels right, and you may lose time that could have been used to build a different life. The difficult part is that the cost is often invisible. You can see what you chose. You cannot see what you did not choose. And that makes it easy to underestimate the price. Think about all the evenings you have given away without asking where they were going. 1 hour does not seem important, but 1 hour repeated hundreds of times becomes a life. So the next time you say yes, pause for a moment. Do not only ask, "What will I get from this?" Ask a second question. What am I giving up by choosing this? That question can completely change the way you see your time. Great job. Take a breath, and let's continue. There is another reason this matters. Many people are not unhappy because they chose badly. They are unhappy because they keep wishing they could have chosen everything. They want a successful career and plenty of free time. They want to travel the world and stay close to home. They want financial security and complete freedom. They want to build something meaningful and never feel tired. The problem is not wanting these things. The problem begins when we believe we should be able to have all of them at the same time. Life does not usually work that way. Your time is limited. Your energy is limited. Your attention is limited. Even your emotional capacity has limits. So choosing one direction usually means giving less attention to another. This can feel unfair. You may look at someone else's life and imagine that they somehow made all the right choices. They have the career, the relationship, the health, the money, the freedom. But you're seeing the visible results. You're not seeing the opportunities they turned down. You're not seeing the weekends they worked. You are not seeing the relationships they could not maintain. You are not seeing the roads they decided not to follow. Every life has invisible sacrifices. That is why comparison can be so misleading. You compare your entire life with a small part of someone else's life that you can see. Then you wonder why you do not have everything they have. But maybe the better question is different. What am I willing to give up for the life I actually want? Because meaningful goals always require trade-offs. If you want to become excellent at something, you will probably have less time for other interests. If you want a peaceful life, you may have to disappoint people who expect constant access to you. If you want to build a strong relationship, you may need to give it time that could have been spent somewhere else. None of this means you should become selfish. It means you should become intentional. A choice becomes easier when you understand what it is protecting. Saying no to one opportunity may feel like losing something, but sometimes you are not losing an opportunity. You are making room for a priority. You're doing well. Keep following my voice. Now consider something deeper. The cost of a choice is not always about what you lose today. Sometimes, the real cost appears much later. Imagine someone who keeps saying yes to work. One extra project. One more late night. One more weekend. At first, nothing seems wrong. They are simply being responsible. But slowly, something changes. They have less time for friends, less energy for family, less space for exercise, hobbies, or rest. Years later, they may look back and realize that the problem was not one big decision. It was thousands of small decisions that all pointed in the same direction. This is where choices become powerful. A single yes rarely changes your life, but repeated yes create patterns. And patterns eventually create a lifestyle. The same thing happens when you repeatedly say yes to people who need more from you than you can give. Or when you repeatedly say yes to comfort instead of growth. Or when you repeatedly say yes to other people's expectations while saying no to your own priorities. At some point, your choices stop feeling like individual decisions. They start becoming your life. That can be uncomfortable to realize, because it means that sometimes the life we complain about is partly the result of choices we keep making. But there is good news in that. If small choices can slowly create a life, small choices can also change it. You do not need to rebuild everything at once. You may only need to become more careful with your next yes. Before accepting another commitment, ask whether it supports the person you are trying to become. Before giving away another evening, ask whether the thing you are choosing deserves that time. Before chasing another opportunity, ask what important thing you may have to leave behind. Because not every opportunity deserves your attention. Not every invitation deserves a yes. And not every open door is meant for you. Sometimes, wisdom is not knowing which door to open. It is knowing which doors to leave closed. The goal is not to say no to everything. A life filled with endless no would not be meaningful either. The goal is to understand that your yes has weight. When you say yes to something, you are not only choosing an activity. You are choosing where your time will go. You are choosing where your energy will go. And in a small way, you are choosing what kind of person you will become. That is why you do not need to feel guilty every time you say no. Sometimes no is not rejection. Sometimes no is protection. You say no to another distraction because you want to focus. You say no to another commitment because you need rest. You say no to someone else's expectations because you have finally become honest about your own priorities. And sometimes you say no to a good opportunity because you are protecting a better one. That can be difficult. We're often taught to fear missing out, but we cannot build a meaningful life by keeping every door open. At some point, we have to choose. And choosing means closing other doors. You will never know exactly what every closed door could have offered you. That is part of the uncertainty of being human. But you can still decide what deserves your time. You can still decide what deserves your attention. You can still decide what is worth the cost. So the next time you are about to say yes, slow down. Look beyond the immediate reward. Ask yourself what this yes will require from you. Ask what it might prevent you from doing. And then ask the most important question. Is this the life I want to spend my time creating? Because your life is not only built from the big decisions you make once. It is built from the small choices you repeat every day. Every yes moves you somewhere. Every no protects something. And every choice leaves another possibility behind. You cannot choose everything, but you can choose what matters most.
Great job!
You have completed this Level B2 English shadowing practice. If some sentences felt difficult, listen again and follow the rhythm more closely. With each repetition, your speaking can become more natural, clear, and confident.